Okay. Oh, I've got a couple of problems. I'm gonna talk about them in a second. Just a second. Where's the button? There it is. Okay. Okay, Discord informed. Everything good. Yep. Right. Yep. Another unproductive stream for an unproductive day. So, yeah, I basically had like half an hour to kill. But yeah, I mean, today has been very unproductive. I mean, it could just be because I woke up like only an hour after I had some sleep. So today I've just been very. that. But yeah, I was going to get in the hot tub. It's been raining all day. And then the original plan for the day was do a bit of editing, have a little play every now and again, jump in the hot tub, do whatever Damon and Piotr want to do, and do some more editing, and yeah, that was the plan for today. What actually happened was, I got up. I wasn't feeling particularly hungry. Very strange for me. And then I felt very hungry. I played on my computer for a little bit. Felt very hungry. Decided that I needed to eat something before I jumped in the hot tub. Ate. I basically ate some sugar-free. Although I ate some sugar-free and some reduced sugar cookies and milk because I am a proto Santa. I need my cookies and milk, but I don't want to raise my sugar level too much. Um, Felt absolutely exhausted after that for some reason, and had a little nap on the sofa, only for like half an hour or so. I know I was watching a YouTube video, and then basically it was still on when I woke up. So, and it was only like an hour long YouTube video. So, yeah. So I can hear the chirping of the cricket. It's very cute, but annoying. Um, and when I woke up, um, Damon informed me that he wanted to go to have dinner somewhere. So that kind of scrapped the rest of the whole idea for jumping in the hot tub and everything anyway, because I would have only had like half an hour to jump in the hot tub and all that stuff. Um, so we went out to dinner, and I ate way too much sugar there, so I might as well have just not bothered with trying to think of ways of lowering. It's the weekend, so I normally am okay with my sugar intake. You know, I normally kind of don't really bother because I don't really have anything that's high sugar foods anyway. Besides milk and cookies, which I've reduced now to once a week. Do I have milk and cookies? And they're reduced sugar cookies, but they still have sugar in them. But yeah. But yeah, I've had a lot of sugar today, and I've been tired most of the day, and it's just been really annoying. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So yeah, my plan for today just was bulldozed by either needing to sleep or having to go out, and it's like, yeah. I do have a weird thing that's also happened today. My eyesight is terrible. I have no idea. I think I might just be looking at screens for too long or something. And I've been reading a lot. I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been trying to get back into counseling. So essentially, I've been doing lots of online chatting, which means that I have to read a bunch of text as well and stuff like that. So yeah, that might just be that, but it's really irritating because with my hypersensitivity, to really focus on something, I have to open my eyes like all the way. But when I do that, the glare from anything that's really bright is just killing my eyes. And I've wore sunglasses, but that's just annoying because it's like sunglasses over regular glasses and blah. But yeah, when I do that, it doesn't even clear up all of the issue. I get this kind of weird kind of extra, kind of like not fully integrated image. And it's like, oh. So I basically can fix this problem and some of the glare issue by just like keeping my eyes like this, not really squinting, but not really open all the way. And that kind of works. Things can be clear. I have to blink a couple of times. But yeah. It's so annoying. But yeah, I've had that all day today. A little bit last night as well. It's bugging me. It's kind of one of those things of like, do I have to go to the eye doctor again and get a new prescription? I thought we were in the future. I should have glasses that automatically adjust. I should have like super cool glasses that automatically adjust. Whatever. Really can't do anything when you're dosed on sugar. I've never noticed anything, even when I had something very sugary. It's never really affected me the way that people expect. You know, I've eaten 4 liters of ice cream before, regular ice cream, not diabetic ice cream or anything like that. And yeah, like for the rest of that day, I didn't notice anything weird with my energy levels. So, you know, it's very strange. It's very very strange. So I don't get the whole sugar thing. I never really been affected by that sugar thing. And according to my doctor, it's like my blood sugar levels were high, but she thinks that that's due to me eating a hell of a lot of fruit. Because again, as you may have seen through streams and everything like that, but I've definitely mentioned this before. I may definitely mention this lots. But yeah, I have a very balanced diet. I don't really have a lot of junk food. I don't have a lot of. I don't have any junk food. Rarely, you know. I mean, I snack sometimes, but it's not really a lot. We get like 2 tubes of Pringles a week, and I don't even eat all of those myself. You know, we used to get biscuits, and well, we get like 1 pack of biscuits a week. Um, That's it. That's it for the snacking food. The rest of my snacking food is fruit: blueberries, strawberries, grapes, apples, bananas, um, sometimes oranges, things like this. And we get a lot of fruit. We get a lot of fruit. So yeah, so at that plus the again not the fairly balanced meals that I have throughout the day. it's kind of like I usually have like one. I usually have one purposefully healthy meal a day, you know. So I have something that's got like a lot of salad in it or something, you know, or I'll make just a salad, you know, for one of my meals. So yeah, I actually like salad. I really like salad because I get to pick what kind of salad it is, like a tuna salad or um, you know, a ham salad, cheese salad, all of these things. But you can add anything to a salad and make it a salad, you know. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I have a balanced diet, and my doctor says that I also drink a lot of juice. And my doctor said that she thinks that that might be the problem with my sugar, my blood sugar, because she said that basically my blood sugar was diabetic. And again, I know I've mentioned this a lot, but the first time that they tested my blood sugar for the blood sugar levels, they said that it was like, oh, you're in the diabetic range. And then they told me the number, and it was like 1 point below the diabetic range. So I was pre-diabetic technically, but they wanted to say I was diabetic. And then the last time that the nurse took my blood sugar, she told me that it was like 3.5 is the pre-diabetic range. If it's above 3.5, you're pre-diabetic. So I said, okay, what's mine? 3.4. And she was like, and I was like, well, that's below 3.5. So yeah, and I've been fairly good at like controlling this, but you know, basically what I do now is I use juice as kind of like a diluted thing. You know, I basically put a little bit of juice in a glass, fill the rest of the glass up with water, and drink. Or fill like half of a bottle of juice up with the rest with water, and then I drink that. So technically, cutting my juice intake and increasing my water intake, which is supposed to be healthy, and so I'm guessing that my blood sugar level is lower, way lower than it usually is. And yet, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next time I need a blood test. I hope that's going to be next year because I'm not doing it again this year. No, they have had way too much of my blood already. I'm not getting any more because I fucking hate needles. I do not like needles. Wow. So yeah. Again, the reason why I don't like needles isn't so much the stabbing or the pain, it's the fact that because I'm very good at mentally picturing things, I can imagine exactly where that needle is going and how it's going into my arm, and I feel it. And that feeling is just so alien. The rest, you know, my entire body is screaming at me to basically say, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. You know? Like I've had IVs and stuff before when I had my accident and everything, and it's like I had to ignore that. That's not easy. You kind of try to get used to it, um, and everything, but it's just kind of like I think I did it by basically a nurse told me that it was a trick to put it into a pillowcase, to put my entire arm into like a pillowcase, so that I didn't see it. But it makes using stuff very very hard, like computers and tablets and mice and stuff. It makes it a little bit harder to use. So yeah, ew, I hate needles like super much. One of the this is really funny random story time, but because when I first went to my doctor and the first time that she got the blood test results back, because she was unaware of my hormonal condition, even though I told her about my hormonal condition, she was basically like, okay, but she didn't do the blood test. A nurse did the blood test, but she was like, so you don't take any steroids or anything? It says here that, well, you've told me that you wrestle, you do some physical sports, um, and stuff, and you lift. And I was like, yes. And she was like, do you take any steroids or anything? I was like, no, I do not take any steroids or anything. It's like, okay, but your hormones are crazy. And it's like, yes, I know. I keep telling you. This was the first. These were the first meetings with my doctors. So, with my new doctors. So yeah, and it's like I just said to her the last time that she asked me. The last time that she asked me was, I just said to her, it's like, you ask the nurse how I feel about needles, and she'll tell you pretty much exactly my stance on, injecting steroids into myself. Okay. Crazy. Yeah. Again, if you're new here, I have a hormonal condition. My hormones are all over the place crazy. My body produces a fuck ton of testosterone to the point where it actually does leach out of my skin sometimes, and it's gross. It hasn't done that for a long time. I say sometimes. When I was hitting puberty, and just after hitting puberty, essentially that's when I basically had those instances. However, as a lot of my friends can attest, a lot of my physical contact friends can attest, my mother can attest. If you basically come in physical contact with me for long periods of time, because like I'm hugging you, or we're just hanging out, or we just spend a lot of time together, and stuff, it has actually affected people to the point where it actually has affected people. Like, I don't know if I don't. I don't think Damon minds me mentioning this, but Damon was boarding. He's been bored. He's just got that. He's got the genetics for boarding early on in his life, and stuff. But one of the things that high testosterone can affect is male pattern baldness. You basically get hairier, and then your hair kind of runs out of steam, so you start to get bald patches. And yeah, it's accelerated his hair loss growth, and his hair growth, his body hair growth. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, also it might have actually increased his blood pressure as well, because high testosterone is associated with high blood pressure. Upper body mass, it can screw with your upper body mass as well. You can ask Itchy about that, and Patch. So yeah. But yeah, even my mother. This is how I know that it's like it's a big deal. Even my mother is not immune to this, because she's my mother. I hug her every time I see her, and I was around her during my during puberty and stuff like that. So like, she came in contact with a lot of my testosterone and stuff. It's actually affected her a lot as well. So yeah, that's fun. Anyway. Itchy was with me for 2 weeks. Itchy's been with me. Well, no, he was only with me for like a week, and then he was with me for 2 weeks. And he basically, if like, you guys may know that he increased in weight. His upper body mass increased. The first time he met me, the first time he came here, he was a skinny little cubby guy. The second time he came here, he was rounder. His upper body was a lot stronger, and he was a little bit fuzzier. So it's like, I don't know. But now he basically, every time I see him, he has one of my shirts. So yeah. Anyway, I forgot why we were talking about this, but yeah. Most times I feel like a sloth. What, when you have lots of sugar? Okay, or is that just in general? weird, and the other is not that bad. I have no idea what that person said, but okay. I can't remember the last time I had an orange. They're really yummy. You should try one. They're good. They're really good. We haven't had oranges for a little while. Well, I haven't had oranges for a little while. I'd say at least a month or two. Mainly because every time we got oranges before that month or two, um, they just weren't that good. Like they were very rindy. There was not much. They weren't as juicy. I have no idea what the deal was, but the past couple of batches that we have got haven't been that good. So I've tended to steer closer to the bananas and apples and stuff. So yeah, salad is good, but I don't know how to make salad. It's not hard. You can actually get bags of like we get like a bag. You can get bags of mixed salad in the stores here, where they basically just have a bunch of different kinds of leafy salad leaves, just different kinds, like oak leaf salad, iceberg salad, and um, they put carrot in it and red cabbage, stuff like that, and they kind of like mix it up for you and put it in a bag, and then basically I can get 2 good bowls of salad out of that bag because you just put it in a bowl. Um, and you can add cheese to it. You can add whatever you want to it. Add a bit of dressing to it as well. We've got Caesar dressing. Um, so yeah, that's yummy. And then you don't add the dressing yet, but you add what you want to this bowl of salad, and then basically you put another bowl on top of it, or you put a plate on top of it or something, and then shake it up a little bit. Put the bowl back down, open it up, put your dressing on. Salad. It's not that hard. A lot of people have like salad tossers and salad mixers and all that stuff, and it's like just put a bowl over it and shake it. You get a workout. But yeah, I mean that's what I have when I have salad. I'm gonna get somebody moaning at me later about it's like that isn't salad. It's like it is. It is salad. But yeah, I mean that's the really crude way of making it. But yeah, the one that I get in the UK, I don't know what it's like in the States if you can get these pre-made bags of mixed salad. Um, but the one I get is sweet and crunchy, and it's got a lot of carrot in it, and it's got a lot of I really like carrot. I like raw carrot. Raw carrot is really good. Um, but I get the sweet and crunchy one, and it's really nice. Um, there's summer leaf salad, which is basically it's really nice, but it doesn't have as much. It doesn't have any carrot in it, so it's not as crunchy. So yeah, yeah. So you can mix and match. You can have a look around at what you like, or you can get the bags of just like they do have just bags. Yeah, again, in my store, I'm not entirely sure what everybody else's store's like, but they do have just bags of like iceberg lettuce, like oat leaf lettuce, Romanian lettuce, rainbow chard lettuce, stuff like that. You know, and if you really want to mix your own salad, then you can get one, a bag of one or whatever, or you can just get like a whole, like a whole lettuce, and basically like chop it up and mix it up yourself. There's lots of options, but I like the convenience of the pre-made bags because if I'm making like a handmade like sandwiches and stuff, it's really easy to just like put your hand into the bag and just pick up a bunch of random stuff, random leaves, and then put it into your sandwich so you can have salad in your sandwich. So yeah, but yeah, salad yummy, salad good. Um. But yeah, you can also just make pasta. and then you can like add sauce, add pasta sauce to your pasta, and then put salad on top of it, and it basically is just it's pasta salad. So yeah, it's all good. The possibilities are endless. Am I late, says Bad Fox? I guess not really. Still got like 10 minutes left. What's worse, needles or the Star Trek teleport system? Well, needles are fine if you're going to compare like a machine that will disintegrate you or just a machine that will stab you. Not even that hard or deeply. Then needles. That's not hard. Tubbs is a man maker. No, no. I was telling somebody about this. I was telling a potential kind of like a potential special friend about this, and it's like he heard this before from somebody. It's like he thought I was bragging about it. This is serious. You know, overdosing on testosterone is bad. It's bad for you, like a lot. Um, and it can fuck with people's lives, and you can't be near kids. You can't be near kids. Basically, if I'm around children, if I know I'm going to be around children, then I have to have like a proper shower and shit. But yeah, it's bad. Salad is anything that has those green leaves. Well, basically, yeah. I check my stores here; they have pre-packed salad. That's good. You love pasta. You can't really. I don't know anybody who doesn't like pasta. Just pasta, any kind of pasta. There's a pasta for everybody. It's kind of got like a universal flavor of just okayness. It's a good filler. It's kind of like mushrooms. It's kind of like mushrooms. It's got that mushroomy chameleon kind of thing, where basically it doesn't really take on the flavor of the thing near it, but it kind of just it kind of extends it, I guess. Anyway, yeah. You did also like 2 weeks ago. I did what? What did I do? Um, but you didn't go as deep as the explanation today. What? I know my friends hates pasta because he says it's stringy. Well, then get different kind of pasta. Yeah, I often repeat myself because I mean, like, I don't know if a lot of people, like, I hate doing it. I really do hate repeating myself because it does drive me crazy when I don't know if I've told a friend something or not yet. You know, especially when you're a streamer, when you're a person who streams a lot, because it's like, well, they might have been there in a stream that I've already explained this, but you kind of have to explain things on streams in case this is the first time that somebody's watching you, so you basically have to re-explain stuff. And I know that drives some people crazy, but it has to be done. It has to be done. So I often repeat stories. Yeah. It's a thing. It happens. How are you guys doing? That's basically with my day and stuff, though. How are you guys doing? Ugh. Oh, it rained a lot today as well. So I could have got in the hot tub earlier, but then it rained, and every time I was about to jump in the hot tub, it kept raining. So yeah. You was watching some Star Wars? Okay. They fucked up Star Wars so much. It's like Star Wars had this story with the original 3 films. Star Wars had this story, and then they kind of futz with it a little bit in the prequels. Plus, they weren't as good. They weren't that good, in the prequels. And then, like these last 3 films have been a disaster to the just the canon, to everything. It hurts. It hurts. There's just so many inconsistencies that I cannot be asked anymore. So yeah. It rained here too. Weather. Yeah. Weather's a thing. And after that, I'm going to try and start Star Trek Discovery. What? Okay. Just skip to Strange New Worlds. Just skip straight to Strange New Worlds. I can't stand Discovery. It hurts. I'm gonna watch Game Grumps after this. I was just watching Game Grumps. I'm watching their ATM series. What is it called? The one with the Japanese construction company crew, something like that. They just started it, and then basically I was like, right, no, I'm gonna. Yeah, I was watching Game Grumps before. I have a friend who basically I can't talk to him about Game Grumps because every time I talk to him about Game Grumps, he shits all over them, and it's like, I get it, you don't like them anymore. You don't like them anymore. I get it. But yeah, he's like he hate watches news about Game Grumps, but he doesn't actually watch Game Grumps. So anything that any of the Grumps crew do wrong or badly, he'll basically tell me about to try to make me feel bad about Game Grumps, and it's like, it doesn't work, you know. It doesn't work. I still find them funny. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't find everything they do funny, but I still find them funny. Whatever. Because I have to see everything. My ADHD won't let me miss canon stuff. The problem with Star Trek Discovery is I kind of have to watch it anyway because well, one of the side jobs that I do is basically like there's a company. I used to work for a company that did scientific advisory for a bunch of movies. Um, whenever they made a movie, they would basically they have a bunch of advisors. Like they have a military advisor, they have a science advisor, and that's what kind of we did and stuff. So I worked for a company that basically had all of this data and had like access to all of these professors and shit, and also had a bunch of articles on practical applications for different kinds of sci-fi shit. And they would refer to us whenever they needed something. Like one of the things that I did, I did some scientific advisory work for was the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and a little bit of the second one, a little bit, which they basically ignored anyway. So it was kind of pointless. It's like, you're gonna go for what's scientifically accurate, or you're gonna go for what looks cool. They're always going to go for what looks cool. It's safer that way. So yeah. But yeah, I used to work for them, and I basically, yeah, I keep up with their database. You know, I have access to their database still and everything because they're not dicks. If you leave them, if you don't work for them anymore, they don't mind. You know, they're not assholes. They won't restrict access to their database and stuff. But yeah, but that's really funny because I got like I kept getting Umbrella Corporation shit because I mean that's its original name of the company was Umbrella. So I've got a bunch of Umbrella Corporation shit just hanging around my office and my house and stuff because I used to work for them. So yeah, it wasn't that wasn't their logo or anything, by the way. It wasn't the actual Umbrella Corporation. It's just that just happened to be their name. You know, so when a fictional Umbrella Corporation happens, basically like it was kind of cool. But yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I kind of have to keep up with what all the Star Trek stuff is, but in case they mention new technology or new ways of building ships and stuff. Because my job in particular was a concept artist for them, and also you know, I submitted papers on exactly how the engineering shit works for specific ships and stuff. So yeah, I kind of had to keep up with new Star Trek stuff. And then when I didn't work for them anymore, I kind of had to keep up with it anyway, just because I wanted to see what they were doing with the techie stuff. But oh my god, Discovery really stretched the limit of my attention. I basically I wanted to turn it off. I wanted to turn it off so many times. The decisions that they made making that are just painful. The only thing that they got right and that I liked was Pike, Captain Pike. I think he's in the second season. But yeah, I fucking love Pike. Pike is awesome. He's just like he's got so much charisma. But yeah, like awesome. But yeah, it's just so transparent and it's very SJW. It's painfully SJW. And the person that they really desperately want to be captain who really can't be captain because she's a traitor and all that stuff. It's such a crybaby about everything. And they make speeches all the time. And it's like, could we just get on with it? Could we just get on with it, please? Can we please just deal with this shit instead of having a speech of how we can do this because we're together, all that stuff? Oh my god, I could go on. These are only some of the problems. I could go on and on about the bullshit. But yeah. Just if you think you can, so something was making noise like a little air escaping something. That was weird. Anyway, if you can, try to skip it. Just try. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth watching Discovery. It's not. I'm gonna watch the Bernstein Bears episode. Huh. Take the shot. I started watching Game Grumps during 2015 when I think Mario Maker came out. Wow, yeah, that was a while ago. So September, October 2015. Okay. I used to really like their adverts. They used to make adverts for like Crunchyroll and shit. And one of the best ones is still like one of their first Crunchyroll adverts. How much are we getting paid for this? $8. It's like, wow, that's almost enough to afford Crunchyrolls. I love the just all of that one advert is just great. Just all of that is just brilliant. Just all of that advert is just brilliant, especially the ending. Um, but yeah. But what are we waiting for? Are we waiting for Crunchyroll to stop like providing such quality entertainment? And then just like the explosion that happens after that is hilarious. anyway. That looked like it hurt. It was killing you. Well, the fart. It was basically because I'm kind of leaning on one of my butt cheeks, so it's immobilized. So all of my power was coming from my other butt cheek. you know, and I didn't want to strain too hard because if you strain too hard when you poop or you fart, then you could damage yourself. So yeah. I thought you started with T-Virus. You started with T-Virus for a second? What? You okay? Okay. I don't know. I'm not reading these in real time. Sorry. Hey, I caught up with the chat though. We. Anyway. Um. Umbrella Corporation stuff. You know what? It was actually like because it's a scientific advisory. It was kind of run like a university. You'd submit papers, people could read them on like on the practical application of you know of depicted technology or science, which means that anything that's on TV, it's kind of like anything fictional. You could write a paper on how it could be used in the real world. Like if this technology existed, how would it work, and what would we use it for on Earth? Stuff like that. So essentially, and I worked with the engineering department, which was actually like I think it was Red Umbrella because they started using a color system. So you had like Red Umbrella, which was the engineering department. Blue Umbrella was the medical department. Well, that's creepy. Yeah, Blue Umbrella was the medical department, and then you had like the fantastical and mystical department, which was Green Umbrella, which is like the proper magical mythos stuff. Just very very out of their minds on Harry Potter bullshit stuff. I fucking hate that place. I hate Green Umbrella. Um, but you had like I think White Umbrella was basically like law stuff. It was a bunch of like if these laws existed, how would they exist? It's basically like social engineering shit, um, stuff like that. But yeah, you also had like we had Brown Umbrella. I can't remember what that did, but yeah, we had like different departments, and you'd submit papers and stuff. So yeah, I stayed away from the medical bullshit because I was only interested in the engineering stuff because I already like the how shit works. And for a while, I contributed a lot to their archives for like actual blueprints of spaceships and stuff. That's why I've got so much on my computer. Is because basically I've got all the LCAR systems for almost every single starship that's ever existed on screen in Star Trek, independent of what Umbrella's archives had. So I donated all of that stuff to them. I also had access to like proper full page blueprints of every single deck of a Galaxy class starship. I've got like full A5 blueprint. A5? No, A5's that. So it's A2, A2, I think. Yeah, like they're like this big. They're huge. All of these blueprints are like in a box and they're folded up and stuff. And I've got like access to those, like in the house. They're part of my personal blueprint collection, as well as star maps and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I basically contributed a lot to their database for their blueprints and stuff. So yeah. But using this information, so basically I could tell you exactly how a Federation starship works and how we could even build one today. It won't work. The problem is that it probably won't work because a matter-antimatter reaction would not produce enough energy to actually warp space-time. It wouldn't be able to actually warp space-time. Wouldn't be able to break space enough with the amount of energy that you get from an antimatter and a matter reaction. It wouldn't be as much as they used to think they would, but it would still not be enough. You need about 10 warp cores generating what they would generate to actually get that much to warp space around a ship the size of like a Galaxy class. But yeah, you could probably pull it off if you basically had the warp core of a Constitution class put into an NX class starship in Star Trek. But this is too much, right? I guess. I don't know. Red. Okay. I'm gonna watch last stream after this because I missed it. Okay. I mean the last sorting thing stream. Okay. Since Star Trek Discovery is just off, as you say. What? Oh, I have a question. How's the Star Trek movies? I actually like them. Like all of them. I like all of them except I mean the last couple, Star Trek, is it Into Darkness? No, there's 3, wasn't there? Wasn't there Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek Beyond, and just the Star Trek? I don't like them because they imply bullshit. Not with canon specifically, but they invent technology in the movies which basically negates Starfleet existing. Was it the first one? I think the first one's okay. I don't think that one does. In the second new Star Trek movie, they invent a transporter that can transport to neighboring systems. And it's even said in the movie that it doesn't matter how far away an object is, you will be able to transport somebody from like here to Talaxia, which is really, really far away, and it not be a problem. And that's a big problem because then Starfleet's ships aren't needed. You don't need ships to do this then. You can just transport people everywhere. Not only this, but you can actually take the rig that you use to transport with you. You can actually transport no. You will negate Star Trek if you basically do this. Also, there's like this thing where they basically say that using this special serum, you can basically bring people back from the dead. So you basically cured aging forever. It's just, you know, these things in these movies, they completely throw them away as if they're nothing. And it's like, well, no, you can advance everything using these two things. Just these two things will solve a lot of problems. So yeah. Star Trek, so yeah. Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond. Those are the new movies that I'm talking about. So yeah. It does. This is the kind of the problem that they did in the new Star Warses as well. You know, in the new Star Warses, they kept fucking with how the universe works. And when you fuck with how the universe works, then you kind of it loses me, because I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but there's the implication in the second movie, in the second new Star Wars movie, that if you go into hyperspeed and you hit an object in normal space while you're moving faster than light, you can severely damage that object, if not fully destroy it. There's this implication means that they could have blown up the Death Star super easily. They could have done so many other things, and it breaks. Yeah, it breaks the universe. That breaks the universe. But it's not just that. I'm just using that as an example. You know, when they do that, even in Rogue One, they kind of fuck with the universe there as well. And everybody could have survived, by the way. They shot it so that everybody could survive, but they never showed that one. So yeah. In Rogue One. And it's like, oh, that would have made more sense and would have been cool if they actually did keep these people alive. But they basically everyone keeps making the excuse that it's like, oh, they couldn't keep. Sorry, just realized. Super spoilers for Rogue One. Jesus. Wow. Okay, at least I didn't spoil it for you, but yeah. Just realized that I just spoiled Rogue One for anybody that's watching this. It's done now. Doesn't matter. It's been out for what? How many years has Rogue One been out? It's been out for a while. It was definitely pre-pandemic. I remember that. Everyone fucking dies. Yes, everyone fucking dies. But the thing is that basically they shot it, and they even hinted at ways in which they left in some of the scenes that you can see how they were going to save everybody, and it was going to be awesome, but they didn't actually do that. They killed everybody. It's Star Wars, not Star Trek, but yeah. So yeah, it's just yeah. And everybody keeps using the excuse that it's well, we don't see them in other movies, so they had to kill them off. It's like, Star Wars is a whole universe. It's a whole galaxy. There's enough room for them to all fuck off and do whatever they, yeah. It's okay. Why are we friends again? You don't like Star Trek or Star Wars? Explain Darth Maul in Solo. Oh, well, I've seen the extended universe, so yeah. I actually didn't mind Clone Wars so much, or Rebels or anything like that. But they explained Darth Maul in those, so yeah, I'm totally okay with that. So that wasn't such a big deal for me. I mean, is that enough? You can't suddenly own that you have a cute laugh if you were ashamed of it before. You can't suddenly just take that away from us. You can't just take away our power. That's not fair. The last 4 episodes of Clone Wars is my favorite Star Wars movie. Of the new season, I'm kind of like heartbroken. I'm one of these weird people who kind of likes the clones. You know, I kind of always thought that the clones were cute. Is that weird? And it's not just because um, in Rebels we actually see older versions of the clones, and they're kind of hot Santa bears. You know, but yeah, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for all the clones all the time. And it's sad. I shouldn't, because it's dumb. But yeah. Plus, I love a Game Grumps. I don't know. I don't know. Like finding out that the Clone Wars ending happens at the same time as Revenge of the Sith blew my mind. Really? I kind of like that. One problem is always bugging me, and again, spoilers for the end of the Clone Wars. Why did they go after Ahsoka? She's not a Jedi. Why did they go after Ahsoka? That always kept bugging me, though, like for the longest time. It's just that Order 66 is basically is in place in case the Jedi take over. But I mean, she's associated with the Jedi, I guess, but she isn't a Jedi. So is it just everybody that is associated with the Jedi? In which case, that would mean a lot more people would have died. So yeah. So it was like I was watching Revenge of the Sith Part 2. It's kind of like watching the Titanic. It's kind of like watching the Titanic. That last episode, it was kind of like watching the Titanic, like the Titanic movie. You basically what's going to happen, and you kind of know when it happens, just historically and everything. So you're kind of like, oh, it's nighttime. Oh, it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen soon. I wonder when it is actually going to happen. And like they calls it. The heroes of the fucking story calls it, apparently. But yeah, it was kind of like that. It's like you knew what was going to happen based on what was happening, based on the information that you were given. So when it actually does start happening, it's kind of this. It is a cool crossover feeling. I liked it. I like that. But yeah, so much better pacing in that 1.5 mins that Revenge of the getting late, so I'm going to start something before my day is mostly wasted playing video games. Okay. Well, I was going to leave like 20 minutes ago anyway. So yeah. So if you can wait just like 5 more minutes for me to wrap up, then yeah, it won't take me that long even, probably. But yeah. But no, Panda folks and Roscoe, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Keeping me company, keeping me kind of like not super tired and stuff. I am sorry for anybody else that's watching, as well as you guys, that I didn't have as much as a productive day today, and probably won't tomorrow because it's Sunday. So I try to keep those days off anyway. So yeah, I probably will do something, but the editing will have to wait again. But I will definitely be back after tomorrow, if not tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. I don't know. See how I feel. For the LiveTubs Weekly, once these videos are edited and uploaded and all that stuff. But yeah. Also, maybe a hot tub stream will happen, but only on Growler. So if you're not on Growler, check out Growler and check out the streams and check out Discord, because I will be posting on Discord if I am going to do a live stream, a hot tub live stream. So yeah, if I get kicked off of Growler, I will do one on YouTube. But yeah, because yeah, see, less effort, just leant forward basically. Okay, guys. Oh. Sorry. Random backstretch. I was trying to get up, but random backstretch. And another 2. But yeah, my Goodyear shirt. Belly rubs. And belly salute. And belly scratch. Because I've been bitten here. Bastard got me. Bastard. And yeah. But already talking. Yes, please point that out every time it happens. Okay. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. A random itch on my ear. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Go watch the rest of Game Grumps or whatever. Well, I'm going to watch the rest of Game Grumps, so you can do whatever you want. Oh. I know it's a weird thing, but I was watching a Jacksepticeye video about TikTok videos, and he saw this kind of random Korean super freaky animation about hair. It was so strange, but I've been trying to hunt it down without actually getting TikTok. But I don't want to get TikTok. You know. I can't find it anywhere. But it's super freaky. It's super freaky to watch. I don't really know how to explain it, or even where to find it. But yeah, I can't find it anywhere on YouTube anyway. So yeah, it's a thing. It's not that big of a deal. It's just that he plays. It's part of a song or something. It's like part of a music track, like that seemed to originate with this animation. He plays it on his video. It's super surreal and freaky to watch. But yeah, it's this weird Korean thing about how this guy goes to a hairdresser, and then his haircut is lame, or it fails or something. In Korean, and it's just like that's the best I can explain it. It's super freaky. Yeah. You're gonna have to hunt down the Jacksepticeye video, but it's on one of his TikTok compilations. I think the thumbnail is actually part of it, but yeah. But the thing is that I wanted to hear all of the song because I got part of the song stuck in my head because he didn't play the whole song on his TikTok compilation video, which is bad because my brain, in order to get the thing out of my head, I need to hear the whole thing so it can complete, so it has closure, and it doesn't keep auto playing from the start in my head when it does start playing, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. But whatever, it will be gone for soon, probably. I don't know, but yeah, I've been hunting it down. I can't find it. Anyway, I was hoping that one of you guys would actually figure out like that you'd know what I'm talking about in the very least. You know, I don't want you to find it for me. I basically just wanted you guys to understand my pain. So yeah, anyway, I'm leaving. Have a good evening, night, day, wherever you are, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Toodles.